Greetings. Thank you for joining us. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Fifth Dimension. Greetings. Alright. This is Tuesday, right? Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit different connection. Well, in some ways, not entirely. We're going to slowly move into internal healing. Of course, this is technically already been in that direction, but it's also giving you kind of a galactic understanding of yourself, your origins, and pieces of all of us around the world universe. Basically, yeah, we're going, yeah, I've had a lot of Andromedan connections recently. I guess I could have put that in the title. Basically, galactic healing, basically understanding our galactic origins a little bit more understandingly, with, let's see here, one part of it, reason why the reptilians are here is because they have gone into lower astral many times, created worlds from lower astral, worlds similar to ours, just disconnected from spirit. But, and even, I imagine also worlds have gotten a lot more disconnected than we are currently. It's different. They don't have cars, they don't have TV and all this nonsense that we have, but either way. They have done it. Even, I would say, even created another lower astral realm or even universe. Basically, if you're new to lower astral, it's just basically all the lower vibrations, demons, all that type of stuff. A lot of they create these worlds that are disconnected from spirit, and they just go lower and lower and lower. So, they've tried everything, basically. Other species have, archons have, so this is, you can say this world is another take on it. As you can see, this one thing is it's different. Well, it's hard to say if it's completely different, because there are worlds that disregard other species like we do. Like we have homeless people, and we just don't make life easy for them, and they have that, but it's similar, but it's not exactly like ours. But it's basically, you can say, when this world was being put together, the reptilians got contracted to be assisted in its where it was going, or where it's going to go. So there have always been a part of this Earth's creation process, along with the archons and other species, but they've been contracted with this Earth. They might not have always understood their contract, but they're always contracted, connected to this planet. So of course they get here, it's like, it's our planet, it's like, it's everybody's planet. No, it's not. And you have wars and all that. I imagine you can connect with that. But they've always been contracted with this planet, basically, and they didn't know I imagine many of them at a higher dimension did, but others did not. So you find this world you go to, it's like, okay, what are we doing here now? So obviously with our current conditions that we've broken down from spirit for eons, and now we are reconnecting to it. Now the subject of this is crop circles. It's basically crop circle energies. Of course, everyone has their own interpretation of it, but it is to give us energy, it is to assist us, and to show us that we are not alone in the universe, but not to frighten us. Of course, some people might get a little bit scared when they're around crop circles because they feel like their DNA is being changed around, and they're just like, what's going on with me? So some get kind of a weird, either way. There are a lot of different species that are connected to them. They're not just Arcturians. I felt some of the crop circles are kind of like a threat on us from reptilians, like, we own you and things of that sort. But it's not always the case. There's different aspects of looking at all of this. So I'm going to go into some crop circles and at least give you my take on it. I've never done this before, but yeah, I have a whole list of subject matters I'm going to go through throughout the week that I never do that. So I already have an idea what's going to come through Friday. So Andromedans are here, also to give you more understanding, well, at least a little bit. Like when the soul enters the body, you know, I feel a lot of Sirian energies there. Of course, there's other species that are involved with the entry. The soul enters into the body. There's, from what I see, they're not giving me a full understanding of it, but Sirian was the beginning of it, you can say. Because we're a brand new baby, you know, we have all these different alien species connecting to us, but for the soul entry point was Sirian. At least at one point, or it still is. It probably still is. So, meaning that our DNA, for the soul to enter, is basically it's Sirian DNA to let that happen. Of course, there's other species that can come and imagine to everyone. So some people, let's put it this way: some are easily have, like, another thing it has to do with can have children easily, and some can't. And that has to do with it too. So obviously the Sirian isn't the only. All the different species are, you know, connected for the soul entry, and also for, you know, for children to be born and stuff like that. So the different DNAs are, you know, a little bit all over the place. So you can say the Sirian is more of the perfection of it, where, you know, like some women have a baby like right in the, you know, in a taxi with no problem at all, and some are just like in labor for like 20 hours. So it has a lot to do with the alien DNA and, you know, and human DNA, and just like things aren't always wonderful and, you know, everything wonderful in paradise, put it that way. So, you know, it's now for soul entry, yeah. So for soul entry into the, you know, for the soul to go into the body itself, but also to be born, all, you know, it's all kind of interconnected in some bizarre way. Not giving me full detail, but either way, the Sirians are part of perfecting of that source of our entryway. Eventually, we're going to start to see more of this stuff down the road, or down whenever, of basically as we start to know more about ourselves, and also our abilities to change this reality to more advanced technology, but also the soul advance. As you advance, it's like, what are the things that you want to experience, you know, worldwide? Send that out. You know, what is it? What, you know, like, is it alien, whatever it is, or just for a better human life here? That vibration, it doesn't mean you have to think about it all the time, but you put your intentions, like, you want a better world, right? I imagine many do, and you just put that vibration out. And of course many are rejected. This is another way of using your abilities, basically. Of course, others are just standing around thinking they know everything and go nowhere in life. It's like they say they're evolving, and not really. But the idea is to take your abilities and to share it with others, you know, to share what you see the world should be. And this, it goes out there. It truly, I mean, it is, instead of just thinking about what football game you're going to watch, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but also, what kind of world do you want to live in? You put that vibration out. As you open yourself up more, you can also see future timelines of the possibility of these things too. So it's just exercising your it's another way of seeing the future, things you like to see, and you feel like there's a blockage there, or people aren't ready for it. It doesn't mean it's going to be not ready forever. You know, it's just this type of, you know, and people are already doing that. It's just, I believe that the energy field is going to get stronger as we go forward. It's basically, you can say, letting go of the old ways of thinking, basically. Into the 3D, heal the 3D. It doesn't let it go completely, obviously, but to heal the third dimension as we go forward. So, because a lot of religion, when you look at religion, it doesn't really, you know, you're afraid of everything. And don't say this, don't eat meat on Friday. And that's about it. You're not really evolving. Not really. Try to be a good person, try not to go to hell. That's about it. The idea is to, open yourself up. I mean, you're already, individually, we're all sending out new vibrations to the earth, and you're allowing this to happen. Instead of, oh, if I say this, I'm going to hell. If I say a bad word, I'm going to hell. All that nonsense, So, and you're also building a power grid around yourself, because you're accepting your power and to protect you. Not always the easiest sometimes, but it's just you become less attacked. I guess it all depends, but basically, to create a new earth is you have to create a new you, basically. Little by little, no pressure. It's like somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna do it right now, I'm gonna miss the new earth. It's like, don't think like that. It's a lot of it comes with patience, and some people get impatient, and when you now, and Ivan come save us all, or I get some of those messages here and there. It's like, it's all comes down in patience. So that's the thing. People's like, oh, we're looking for this message, Ivan, get your ass in gear. It's like, it's patience. A lot of it, people aren't ready, or the world's not ready, or something like that. It's like, if it needed to be said, it would have already been said. So we're building up to a new era. It's just patience. It's just like, because before I even started doing this, it's like, okay, let's get going, and whatever I'm going to do, let's start doing. And that was like 10 years ago. Nothing happened, and now here I'm doing this, and I never thought I would ever be doing this. So you never know what the futures hold, and just kind of go with the flow, basically. Put the right intentions out and just be yourself, and just be yourself, basically. That's all you can do. I mean, so we're looking for these certain words to change everything. We're going to the paradise future. It's like, patience is needed. Yeah, patience might be a bad word to some people, but it's needed. It's gonna be. Oh, who knows? We'll just have to see. Those are new to all this. If you're still here, is IvanTorah.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. We have a one-handed channel. We have a Google Hangout Zoom-in channel by phone. We have the shop. Some people are at 7 days, 5 days. Some are still at 10 or 9 days for delivery. I'm doing the best I can. We also have Spirit Social, same thing here. We also have the other channels and healers I do recommend. We also have the Social Network, and we have the Jake Comic, that in some ways is predicting the future, maybe not fully yet. Okay, yeah, thank you for your support. Okay. Now, some of these are alien created, and some of these are created by man. I believe this one's an alien created one. And some of these, like this one, I don't think this is alien. I'm not feeling it. If it is, maybe it is, but I'm just not feeling it. There's some brands that I'm merging on John. There are those that think that work of extraterrestrials and think they're work. I don't think that one. It might be, but either way, it still has a vibration with it. It could be. It's a little bit. I guess it's a little bit of both. I guess it's a sign of the times. Either way, that one's a little bit tricky. Yeah, that one's. If it is, I'm not picking up 100%. But if it's strange looking like these, usually these are the alien crop circles. If they look alien, they're alien. So a lot of this has to do with Mother Earth and her chakras, the healing of the earth, but also to plant information for other extraterrestrials. It's like, we're about to leave, we're going to leave this symbol here, see you later. When they fly in, they'll see it and know exactly. And it has all this alien data connected to it, basically of how we are, what's going on with us, and all it's like. I would say it's like almost like a server, like a website, or like it has all, not a website, but it's like a computer with all this information in it, and they instantly download it. Now, not all. I mean, it has that, but also a message for other species. It's not always. Well, it is towards us, but a lot of it's toward to other alien species of what's going on, where they picked up on the planet, what they see, and future predictions, things like that, is what I'm getting from at least this one. But even crop circles in general, I like the weird ones. Those are fun. This one's a little bit less, like, this one feels like it's very Zeta, kind of lazy in some ways. If it's human made, I don't think it is, but it could be either way. I mean, they're part of our DNA anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It's like, you know, it wasn't done like well, it's done, but it's not as strong as the other one. At least it's not as deep, you can say. But I'm not getting anything from this one. This one's like a coded one. Oh, it's not for me. Let's put it that way. It's not for me to pick up on it. Let's put it that. This one, yeah, this one I don't like the vibe I'm getting from that one. I'm not gonna go to that. This one is very, feels very Arcturian, very normal crop circle energy. It's just, it has a lot to do with the third eye. It has to do with our healing, but it has a lot to do with Mother Earth and future, what's going to go on with weather experiments, or what's happening now with weather experiments, but they can also see the future of where things are going. But also, it has a lot to do with us, because we're going to start be able now to make these things. You have to use technologies, but you can also, I believe, I mean, you got to be really powerful, but you can also use your mind to create things like this. You gotta really be focused. But I believe we have the capability of making these with our mental state, not as it is now, but in the future. And you have your own reason why you would post something like that. There's different reasons. You can say it's kind of like a coded message a lot of times. Yeah, a big part of it is code. There's different reasons for it. Each crop circle has a different, I mean, obviously it has like a computer download, basically. It has all this information, but it's not for everybody to pick up on. You know, I mean, you might get something from it. This is Love and Joy. Basically, it feels all the planets are being aligned. It has to do with our future once again. Future human. I feel a lot of feline energies coming from it. It's humanity aligning, our humanity's chakras aligning with Mother Earth, basically, so we get more of a balance between us and Mother Earth. So you notice all this weather and all this. Basically, there'll be a time where weather becomes, we'd be able to have more control. But right now, it's all over the place because we're out of control. If we're out of control, weather is out of control. So another beings are out of control, so they can force weather anomalies on us, and so we will get a balance, because they are worried about Mother Earth. That way, that's another energy I'm receiving from this. It's like a lot of aliens are, you know, Mother Earth is taking a beating, basically. And there's always, I mean, obviously there's no worry, but there's always going to be some kind of worry, because, you know, Mother Earth is taking, you know, they see things more than we do. We don't see half of what's going on, or not even that. We see a very small percent, so I believe that's where that comes from. And this, yeah, it's definitely alien. Feels like a mothership energy coming from this. It's basically that the Earth is protected. It has been, a lot of vortexes have been opened around the Earth that manipulates a lot of the alien beings that are here to assist. So basically, the tall ones, you have Syrians here, and they're getting hit also by you could say reptilian manipulation. And so another fleet has come in. They're not really saying who they are from what I can feel here. It's another alien fleet that just shows that we're here to assist, basically. So a lot of it also goes to the equator that gets affected, from what I'm feeling. So at least that's the energy I got from that. Yeah, they go into the depths of the Earth for sure. Yeah, it has a lot to do with our chakras once again. That we are, because when we get attacked, it's through our chakras. and our mental state. This has to do with basically a circle of love, you can say. It goes into more of basically the feline energies are getting stronger around the earth. As a lot of feline beings are turning away from the planet, a lot of them are connecting more. So we get, like say, almost first full circle. As basically more beings are paying attention to this planet than they have in the past. Basically, a lot of beings got turned off from our species because of the way we treat each other and just the negativity. They don't want it to affect their civilization. So this full circle has to do with that we are protected, basically. And it does feel like a lot of alien beings. I mean, there's many that just stay here all the time. But there's a lot of others that just like they can't take it anymore and they leave. So they still watch, but from a distance. Basically, also the reptilian influence is very heavily, like as you can see, through pop culture. That's really going into the minds of the young, basically, because they're so fragile. So there's a concern of theirs because it's making many children suicide, negative depression energies, and that will be addressed. It also has to do with the food that's being put in our bodies too as a young age. It causes depression too, and you say it's healthy when it really isn't, and this is a big concern of theirs. Basically, the youth is going to eventually go into a new age of health over time when it's taken more seriously. Obviously, the government is highly manipulated and it's done on purpose. Baby formula, just to give you a clue from receiving from that. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than that, but that's what they're telling me. So, let's see. Jeez, this is an interesting one. Yeah, this one feels like it's from the Syrians. There's a lot of different species here, but it feels like it's mostly from the Syrians. Basically, it's just been a lot of alien vortexes have been manipulated around the Earth, basically causing humans to self-destruct. Like just anger energies have been much stronger than they have been recently. It's been basically humans are being played for their emotions. And basically, energy weapons are being used against humanity. As humanity basically, realizes what's happening. Of course, a lot of them are not going to realize what's happening, but a lot of us basically, it doesn't have to be in the solar system where we get affected either. It can be outside. We've been getting bombarded by everybody. Everybody that's wants to cause difficulties here. So when humanity begins to stand up for itself, realize its abilities, things will change. It will let this go. Let the manipulations go. A lot of it goes for entertainment. Like some of the tunes, some of the vibrations and it can be mostly music. It's basically it's like an MK Ultra activation to cause one to be just turn at a whim. Jeez. Yeah. So, like if a father is doing okay and all of a sudden he gets mad at his kid and things don't go too well. So that's where manipulation comes. It comes out of nowhere. So basically there's a lot of medical energies here that are on the planet but not being utilized for us to heal ourselves, basically medicine is used weaponized against us. As you can see, as many are very medicated that are in an older age. They have subscription drugs like long as a food list, or fill a whole page. That will change over time. And that's a lot of souls aren't ready. A lot of souls are just confused of who they are, so they take drugs, but they kind of screw with their DNA when they're doing that too. So not all of it's necessary. Some of it is, most of it isn't. Alright, we'll okay, give that a little bit of a rest. Okay, I give you a slight download of what you can pick up from that. It is kind of exhausting in some ways. Alright, we'll see who else is here to let's see, one moment. The lot of reptilians here are actually reptilian DNA repairmen and women. But you have to be careful with that. You have to do it by if you want assistance, basically. And all species can do a DNA repair. You just ask for it. You ask angels. You ask the spirit guide energies for a DNA. Doesn't mean it'll be huge. It's hard to say, but there are some things basically to clear out depression. There's other ways of doing it too, but some feel like they need to do it more galactically than a human way. Basically, a human way is just to clear your vibration, basically. It's, just what are you going to allow in what are your boundaries, what are you going to allow and not allow. Build your boundaries. If you don't want negativity in your vibration, don't allow it in. Do you want a vacation energy? Allow the vacation energy to come in then. You want to feel like you're always on vacation. There's nothing wrong with that. It's basically, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with feeling relaxed. This world is the opposite. Is you have to go because productivity, whatever it might be, but that's, relaxation basically. Of course, well, either way. Some of us are we're doing our best. It's not always a manipulation, let's put it that way. But the idea is to relax. Not fear, relax. Connect to the higher self of yourself. Your boundaries are number one, basically. What do you want in your energy field? You want positive energy, you want vacation energy, you want to feel like you're, living on an island, basically. Put that, seriously, put out that energy, basically. Also, your future. Well, how do you want your future? How do you see your future? Like they say, how do you see yourself in 10 years, 30 years? There's nothing wrong with looking at that. It's not because it's another way of looking into the future of yourself, letting go of the past. It's because it's all about looking. Isn't it all about looking in the future? It's about, you go to school, it's all about your future, so you're visualizing it. So when you're at an adult age, continue to look into the future. Who knows what the future holds, but at least you have an idea where you're going. Those that are wondering what I'm doing in life, what do you see yourself? What do you want to see yourself doing in the future? It will help you build your current situation up too. You'll find yourself if you wish to. Basically, the galactic energy is going to get stronger with us as we allow it to. Many of you feel like it'd be 10, 30 years from now, but it can happen right now. It's basically self-forgiveness is a major one. Many here are just, and also they want to be accepted by others. So you're not really yourself. You are a high mind connected energy, which is very difficult to find yourself, obviously, because you're connected to others that laugh at all of this, unfortunately. Because the galactic energies are going to continue to get stronger and stronger as more people allow it to. So you wonder about alien visitation. Once again, many individually are taking it very seriously, and there's nothing wrong with that. Give it time, give it patience, but no one's saying it cannot happen. You might say it, but a lot of people are saying, I want it, let's make it happen. It might take some time, but this is how you connect to the anomalies that are happening, the stars, ships wandering around, strangely. It's basically we're opening up vortexes for us to heal. It's like a patient wanting to get healed. You want to get healed, you'll get healed. If you want to be sick, you'll be sick forever. It's like, you can say being in this old reality is the same thing. It's like, but nothing wrong with it. It's just you want change, you can have it. Just it takes time, of course. But if you have to want it too, and a lot of people aren't doing it and have the thought in their mind that they can change things, of course. But eventually they'll find it, basically, everything takes time. Let's see, October month, is a time of transition. Definitely. This is where a lot of things are being put together in this month that we're not aware of, obviously. And a lot of it, it's like it's like, I want to say it's like the loaded gun. It's all being put together and be shot, but it has not been shot yet. I mean, that's the worst way of looking at it, but it's like it hasn't been delivered yet. But all the recipe and everything, yeah, you can say all the ingredients are being put into this month, and you're going to start happening and see it. So it doesn't mean you're going to see it on a physical front, but spiritually, it's all coming together, and it's going to start. It's hard to say when it's going to start, but yeah, we're going to see. I don't know. I felt JFK's energy there, so yeah, we're going to start seeing changes definitely. Yeah, possibly more anomalies such as Mandela effect. I mean, we're all dimensional. We're all multi-dimensional beings. You can allow anything to happen. I mean, just connect to your power. I mean, if you want to see an ostrich come out of nowhere, I mean, doesn't mean it'll be the easiest thing to pop up, but you never know. It's like, what is it that you want to experience? And like can fast food be more healthier for us? Can people in religion see a little bit more beyond the veil of what they've been taught? Just something different. So, because basically, yeah, we're all multidimensional beings. The idea is to tap into that vibration to set yourself free. You can be on vacation, you can be a workhorse, whatever you choose. It's just when other people are forcing their ideas on it, that's what makes it hard to grow. If you're doing what you want, and you want to make a change in the world, that's what, like when you go to work and you don't really feel like you're doing anything. Well, imagine you doing something you do want to do and how you feel more activated with the earth, basically. And then if you want to be at home with family, there's nothing wrong with that either. It's just that we're going to find our places on this world. It's going to take time, obviously, because it's set in its old ways through lower astral teachings. But we are moving up out of lower astral, basically. It's just the majority has to want to change, but at least you're putting that energy out there. It's like, here's an idea, and if they want it or not, that's up to them, of course. Nothing's a guarantee. But just basically more freedom, connect to alien beings, be a multidimensional being. Yeah, it's going to be seen as crazy by the masses, but then again, when you're a slave race, being free is going to look very strange. So, and it's pretty much a slave mentality here, but it's done on purpose to shut you down from spirit, because spirit does not exist in their reality, obviously. So when you connect with spirit, it's like, what are you people talking about? So you're reconnecting to your higher self. Nothing's going to be 100% perfect. I always say that over and over again, but it's true. When you're coming out of the swamp, it's not going to be easy. The idea is for this reality to become a little bit easier to, I want to say, use the word endure. But, it takes time. Basically, people are eating a little bit healthier, little by little. Maybe not the biggest amount, but it's just to show you a sign things can change. It's the only reason I bring that up. Things can change. It just takes time. So yeah, just patience is key. It truly is. The more patient you are, I tell you, it will serve you better. The more you want it now, that's a reptilian mindset when you really think about it. So, I mean, the speed is good, but you have to, let Mother Nature take its course too. It's just do the best you can. That's basically, do the best you can. That's where it comes down. Just be, connect, channel the best you can. Your healing the best you can. Just your effort is. That's what matters, really. When it all comes down to it, some people pressure themselves. It's like, oh, I'm not doing this right, I'm not doing that right. It's like, just do the best you can. That's all we can do. And, we want a better world like right now. But, yeah, this is a beast. This is a Goliath, basically. It's a lower astral Goliath. It is. It has a lot of lessons to it, of course. But anything's possible. As for alien connections, I'm feeling a lot of Andromedan energies around. I mean, like, I don't normally feel stuff like that. I mean, like very strong. Just so they're not going into full details of what they're doing, but just shows that, you know, things can, you know, imagine people individually are connecting. I mean, I don't know. I don't always feel beings around. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. But it shows that we're going to right. You know, positive intentions. You know, it really works. It just, you gotta give it time. It's like, where do you want to see yourself, the world, yourself, but mostly better situation. You know, we're all contracted differently because our timelines. So I have a contract to learn these lessons, so things don't happen as fast as you like it to, but it can change. Let's see here. There's other stuff, but that's all they have at this time. We'll just leave it. Alright, we'll just leave it at that. So hopefully that was helpful. So, alright, we'll leave it at that. Blessings, everyone, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care.